everybody, it's Adele from Chalk to Crafts, and I'm here to chalk tonight. Yay! It's been a while. I have had a lot going on. April was a very busy month for me. Okay, let me see. Okay, just making sure everything's working okay. Let me try one more thing. Give me one more second. So it was a rough month. I traveled several states and a couple of countries, and I'm back. So let's get started. So I want to do the peacock, and this is our palette board. It's about the size of a sheet of paper, and it's sort of a rough wood. So the first thing I need to do is to prep this with some just good old furniture wax. It's men wax. You can get it at any hardware store. And how I prep it is, because I like it a little thinner than most, then you really probably have to have it, but I'm gonna heat it up with the heat gun, get it nice and liquidy, so that I can smooth it on really easy. So how's everybody doing? It's been a while since I've been on live because I have been, like I said, everywhere. I started my month of, let me see, I probably started before the end of March. I went to Mexico, was there for a few days, came back to teach a class in Parker, had to go back to Mexico real quick, and came back from Mexico in time to do laundry and head up to Denver, because I work for a company up there. Well, not work, but I hang quilts. It's more like play for me. And so I'm just getting a good coat of wax on there. The reason I do this is to protect my transfer, because if this is a porous wood, which it is, I don't want any slivers. You probably don't have to wax this board because it's a Chalk Couture surface, but I am extra cautious and want to make sure that it is going to protect my transfer, because I love the peacock transfer. So I'm going to put the lid back on that and put it away. And next we come to our transfers. These are silk screen transfers. They are made to be reusable over and over again. And they have a backing on them. Usually I label. This one's not labeled. I had a marker in my pocket, but I lost it. So normally I would label the back and write peacock on it. But you pull it off, and then you just, what we call fuzz or destickify it. And that's so that when we go to pull it off, it will come off without stretching the transfer or ruining the transfer. So I'm just gonna get it ready here. And hey Jody, how's it going? I'm doing the peacock on a whiteboard this time. So I'm just gonna use our angled squeegee and just make sure there's no air bubbles, because air bubbles will turn into a blob. We don't want any blobs. Now, this isn't sticking that well, probably because I just put that wax on. I probably should have buffed it more. But I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. So I think I'm gonna start with the scrolly thing here, whatever you call that. And I think I'm gonna do this darker gray. This is a palette board from Chalk Couture. Like I said, it's the 9x12. I think it's 9x12. I think that's the size increment they call it. Okay, so, whoops. I'm gonna stir it up. So I'm using a bunch of paste that is about to go bad. Most of it I've had over a year. But sometimes you don't get the lids on as tight as you want and things like that, so sometimes you just have crunchy paste, Chalkology paste. So let's put that up. Let's see, I think I got it. Well, let me do one more. Hey Sherry, how are you?
I'm happy.
Oh, Siri thinks I'm talking to him. Go away, Siri. That's funny. I think that's happened before when I've talked to you on here. My iPad thinks I'm talking to Siri, but I'm not. Are you dry yet, Sherry, or did you get any of that rain from the Houston, Texas area? I'm sure you guys got some of it. Okay. So I'm just going to do a real quick, it's kind of a dark gray. I mixed a couple of colors to make this. Because I didn't want black and I didn't want anything lighter, so I mixed a few colors just to make this my own kind of charcoal gray. I didn't want elephant. Elephant's too light for me. It's still raining, wow. So I'm just gonna rub this on real quick, kind of like butter, or as I like to say when I'm demoing, it shows frosting. And then we're gonna squeegee off the excess and put it back in there. Okay. And we're just gonna pull it up. Oh yeah, we'll call it graphite now. Okay, I like the way that's looking. So that's one side. And I'm just gonna flip it over for a second. Oops. Yeah, graphite sounds fancy. I'll take that. So I'm just making sure that I have paste that's going through the silk screen transfer. And anyway, back to my story. So then from Denver, I came back to Phoenix and stopped for a night, and then I went on to Tucson and started a show there for, I was there for 3 or 4 days, I can't remember. The show was a 3-day show, but I was there a little bit longer than that. And then from there I came back home and had a day or two off. Yeah, I did laundry and repacked and tried to pack. That's really what it is. When you're doing these big shows, it's just one thing of laundry to the next to try to get ready for the next show. My friend that's on here, Sherry, she knows all about that. Okay. Just gonna look up slowly, make sure we like everything. I'm gonna get my blow dryer. Uh-oh, I moved my thing, oh well. So I probably should have buffed the wax a little bit better, but oh well. It's not the end of the world. Oops. Let's get him on the right way though. Okay, so there's my... Nope. There we go. I almost did it wrong. Just trying to line these up now. It's going to be next to impossible, but it's close enough. Once I find them, should be close enough. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna work on the words. Trying to decide what I want. Maybe I'll do the bird first. The peacock. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Actually, I probably need to just stir it. Spray a little bit of water in it. Close it back up for a minute. So how's everybody else doing? So the rest of my story is then I went from, where did I go from? Tucson. I went home, did laundry, went back to Tucson for, I think it was 3 or 4 days, and then from there I went back home, and then I went to Windermere, California, and then from there I went to Fresno, California. So yeah, it was a busy April. And I'm not complaining because I hit a big rank in my business, hit a big goal, and I have a great team that helped me get to that goal. So it wasn't just me, it was a lot of work by my team. So I'm just gonna get a bunch of colors out real quick. And let me go grab another paper plate. So then I finished up the show at Fresno, went back to Windermere, and from there I came home, and I've kind of been in a weird trying to get things organized in my house situation. I have my studio is not Four Season studio currently, so I had to move a lot of my stuff inside to protect it from the elements, because it is awfully hot out there. So most of my lives will be from inside this summer. Okay, trying to decide what colors to do and all that stuff, and I kind of already know what I want to do. Yeah, I was gonna do the Memphis thing too, but I had this other thing come up, Sherry, and I couldn't pass it up. Oh, wrong spoon. I need this. No, I need a new spoon. So, yes. So you want to make this look like yogurt, or I like to call it sour cream. Not the color, just the consistency. Like I said, some of these pastes are quite... I haven't been chalking fast enough, I think. So... okay. Just gonna do his legs a little gray color. Maybe. I can get enough gray there without going up into the body. That's the key. Not going up into the body. Yes, you guys are gonna have a good time in Memphis. My friend Sherry's got a great team, great daughter. And she's doing really well. I can't wait to see you at convention, which is coming up. Yay! I get to, last time I went to convention, I had me. I had no team there at convention. This year I have, boy, I don't even remember, 6 or 7 going. And what's cool is now all of my team is kind of spread out all over the country, so they get to meet each other. Those that haven't met can meet each other. So I'm pretty excited about that. When are you going to Waco after convention, Sherry? Because if you are going after, maybe I will tag along. Oh, he's coming to convention? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Are you talking about convention, Sherry? Okay, so I'm just gonna start dabbing some colors here. I don't know, I did a peacock a while back and it was good, but this one's moving a little bit too much for me. I did 2, I should have put some up here. I should have buffed it better. Okay, there's, that color's done. I'm gonna give me some of this blue color. So your hubby's coming to convention, Sherry? That's what I heard. I heard Christy is getting a different room because hubby's going. I love it. I'm not liking this, the way this feels stirred up though. Let me try a different one. This is Caribbean. It's a retired color and I loved it when it was out. I've got several jars of it. So I'm going to be in driving from Austin to Dallas that Wednesday, I think it is. But oh, dang it! I didn't want that there. I have to clean that up. Whoops. So I'm just dabbing this color all over. You'll see in a minute what I'm going to do, and I hope it works out with this. Kind of making a little bit of a mess, which is not uncommon for me. Okay, there's that color. A second, wipe my hands. I'm going to do a little bit of lime. So yeah, I'm moving my studio indoors, and then I'm hoping this summer to convert the whole back side of my place to a 4-season area rather than having it be miserable this time of year. So I'm going to put a little bit of lime. I'm probably waiting too long, going too slow. And this is just kind of a hot mess. I think they even call it a hot mess. I think some of my stuff's already drying. This is not going to be good. Whoops. Took too long, I think. This could be a total big time flop. We'll know in a minute. Just going too slow. And there's a fan on I forgot to turn off. That could be affecting it too. Whoops. Alright, and then lastly, I do want a little bit of blue, but this is so... And if it messes up, oh well, I waxed the board. Hopefully that'll protect me. So I wanted this darker, this is azure, and I wanted this to kind of help it get some richness to it, the peacock. And we'll see in a minute what my hot mess is gonna look like, because I think it's already dried up. Let's see. Okay. Well, we'll see what it looks like. Ah, I'm nervous. Looks like it's gonna have a lot of color if it turns out and doesn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little bit of water on my fingers and just go over some of this to reactivate it, just in case it's dried on me. And that will just help bring some of it, keep it from lifting off with the silk screen, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's see what it looks like. And I hope I'm not putting too much water on my finger, but I might have. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Oh my gosh, it looks interesting. That's fascinating. Oh, I see. There's not supposed to be anything there. That's supposed to be clear or white. And I had a little whoopsie right there. So I'm going to dry this board real quick. I've got some little things that need wiped up, but it's stuff I can fix after. That's what I love about this, is you can fix things afterwards. Oh, thanks. I didn't think about how the negative space of the white would look, but I think it's okay. What do you guys think? Is it alright with the negative space there? Okay. There he is. I probably should have done him one color, but I kind of like mixing things up a little bit. And I'm going to just blow it a little bit longer here. And I'm doing this on a cool setting. Now to decide what color to do the other writing in. What color should I do it in, Jody? Do you think the azure? Or the orange? Or I could do it in the black. Okay, so let me get lids on this stuff here. So it doesn't dry out any more than it already is. I'm gonna have to give a couple of squirts here. Hey, Teresa. Okay. Alright. Say hi if you're joining me, and let me know where you're joining from and where we met. We probably met at a show, Teresa, I'm guessing. The green? See, I was thinking the green would make it not pop. Bright yellow would be cool. Let's see. I don't know if that's bright enough. I might have to get the lemon out to get it to really pop. Black, yeah. Because it's white, I kind of leaning towards black too. Oh, hey yeah, now I know who you are. Sorry about that. Hey, Teresa. I'll see you next week, huh? Yeah, Teresa does shows with me. She's a vendor at events. And have you started? Have you started with your chalking yet, Teresa? Yeah, this one? Yeah, okay. Putting lids on this stuff that's been sitting for a while. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't get into that show. I wanted to get into the Boise show, but next time. My plan is to do all of them next year. We just got in late on the schedule. So, okay. I'm gonna give this a couple of squirts. It's amazing how fast these dry up in Arizona. But like I said, these are over a year old, so it's not surprising. So this is just water. So we like to keep our chalk sort of like a sour cream consistency. So I'm gonna give this a couple of squirts too. And then I can get back to working. You'll have to tell me next week how Boise went. For us, they're all good shows. So, okay. So we're gonna put the transfer back down and line everything up. Hopefully correctly. Close enough. Since it's just words, we should be okay. But I'm gonna try to get it as close as possible. There we go. It's pretty close. All right, we're gonna see what orange looks like. And I didn't really like this color when they first came out with the school bus yellow, but I've kind of gotten used to it. Oh, actually, I need to save that for last. So, just smear it on, nice and thick. And mine has globs in it because I've not been good to my pace, and it's Arizona where everything's dry. But it's still good a year later. Oh, good. Well, that's encouraging. I can't wait for Albuquerque. I think it's going to be a great show. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Sad that I'm not there, though. I could just go straight from Boise on down to Albuquerque. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to squeegee off the excess. And put it right back in the jar. Do a little bit more. Something's going on right there. I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, I'm hoping Albuquerque is going to be great. There we go. And I'm going to take off one more, I think. Okay, I'm going to pull this off slowly because there's something I see happening at this A right here. Yeah, something weird's going on. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to just load it up again and try to fix that. I think it might be something in the wood. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before. Oh, interesting. I think it's the silk screen. Looks like the silk screen is damaged. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the silk screen that I did in the hotel room with the hotel key card. So I think we damaged it. I'm 98% sure. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I'm gonna have to wash it to see if we damaged it. I think we did. Or it's supposed to be that way. It just looks weird. Right here, if you guys can see that, it looks messed up. But that may be part of it. I'm gonna have to go wash it. Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining me. Here's the finished product. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it. And I'm gonna actually go clean this silk screen and see if I can figure out what happened to it. You guys have a good night. I'm pretty sure it's from the credit card or the hotel card damage. But anyway, you guys have a good night and we will talk to you soon. We'll see you next week, Teresa. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please click on the subscribe button and then hit the bell icon. And don't forget to visit my website. Thank you.